we have neighbors.
Be careful leaving things out. People seem to have sticky fingers. Oh my goodness.
Project I have been waiting to do. Oh, welcome to the ranch.
Just thankful for this land that we get to call our home. So we're starting today with driving down our road a little ways to a section that we actually have the ability to gate off because our dirt road is actually a private road. We're headed down there right now and gonna start on that project.
And one of the reasons that we're doing this project right now is because we have neighbors.
We're Matt and Cass, a couple of adventure chasers seeking the roads less traveled in today's world. For the last 3 years, we've been living on the road. First, in our bus home Lady May, then our rad van Jolene. Our journey brought us through the wildest parts of the United States, from the crystalline springs of Florida to the incredible peaks of Idaho, and then spending 6 months internationally traveling all through Mexico. But today, we put the van in park to take on a new challenge, the building of a fully off-grid homestead in rural Tennessee.
What's up, y'all?
Hey,
What's going on?
How's it going?
Good. So these are our friends Blaine and Vanessa, and after 3 years of meeting, they are now our neighbors.
Woohoo! What's up, y'all? Blaine and Ness, and we're Wander with us. We've traveled in the bus for 3 years. Time to settle down, so we bought some land.
We bought 16 acres of raw land in Tennessee. We're gonna park the bus on it for now and live in the bus while we just slowly spread out, build some tiny homes, some cabins, and finally our forever home.
Developing our little homestead one step at a time. So follow our journey at Wander with us on Instagram.
So because the road coming into the Runaway Ranch is a private road maintained by property owners and not a county road, we are able to gate it. And now with our friends Blaine and Ness purchasing the property that borders the other side of the road from our property, we are able to put a gate from that point on, because from that point back is just our property and their property. The major reason we're putting this gate up is for security. And while we know that this is not a gate that is by any means going to totally stop somebody from coming in here, it's a little bit of a deterrent, and it will stop people from being able to actually drive in. Because our properties are set so far back on an undeveloped road, they really are kind of an easy target to be stolen from. And while all of our interactions in our community have been incredible, we have been warned by several people that, like, be careful leaving things out. People seem to have sticky fingers.
It looks straight to me.
New gate! So exciting.
I'd rather it look
Better
right
coming
on
in.
the entryway and then out.
Oh! Oh, welcome to the ranch. Like, excuse me.
So legit.
Put your stuff here, you're not welcome.
Might want gloves.
There's absolutely rocks.
And,
Let's see, Ness.
nice.
That was a good one.
There we
3 feet?
3 feet.
Stand in it.
One day we'll have a tractor to do all this.
With an auger.
With an auger.
Did I,
Get a bit.
big creep. Yeah.
Ooh, is that impossible?
Let's see it.
That's right at 5.
Pussy girl.
We met Blaine and Vanessa 3 years ago when we first moved into our bus in Moab, Utah. It's funny, like looking back, the same kids that were drinking beers at Moab Brewing Company, just meeting, being strangers, are now neighbors here in Tennessee, and we're super, super excited to have them next to us. It's really gonna be awesome having friends here, A, for community, but then also just for help. We're helping them, they're helping us, and even better is 2 more brains to bounce ideas off of. But we got a gate to put up, let's go do it. Well, the post is in, the concrete is in, just gotta wait for that concrete to set. About 24 hours from now, we'll get over there and hang the gate. We're set up for a movie night here in the camper. We need a little relaxation and a little more space than the van has. But before we start the movie, we want to thank our sponsor Oops for sponsoring today's video. So this here is the Oops Mega 5, and y'all have seen in several of our videos us having other power banks that we refer to as portable power. This Oops Mega 5 is not just portable power, but a true backup power system. And the 5 stands for the 5,040 watt-hour lithium battery bank that is in this unit here. Now that is about the equivalent, for those of you that have done a van conversion or worked on an off-grid solar system, about the equivalent of 4.2 100 amp hour lithium batteries. That's more than we have in our van home Jolene that we've lived in full time. Now I am incredibly impressed at the size of this thing, and that's because I've worked on 2 off-grid solar systems, first in our bus and then our van, and this is a lot more than what was in both of those units in such a smaller package. So this is your batteries, this is your inverter, this is your AC to DC charger, so it allows you to plug into a house or a campground, and this is your solar charger. So it has everything that you would put in a rig or an off-grid system like that in this little package. 2 of these components get me really, really excited about this unit, and they are both based around charging. So the solar charger on this allows for up to 2,250 watts of solar coming into this unit. So that's about the equivalent of 22 100 watt solar panels strung together in the right way, coming into this unit, charging it incredibly fast. The other charging method is the AC to DC charger. So that's you plugging it into an outlet. Now this will accept 1,800 watts coming in at once. So that means this big battery bank can be charged from totally zero to full in under 3 hours, which is super, super impressive. So many people look at these solar generators and think that solar is the only use case for them. And that's not true. So for example, if you're like me, you hate running a generator when you're in the woods camping. So with this, you could run your generator for about 3 hours to fully charge this from zero. And now you're running your generator for 3 hours for camping in silence for maybe 3 days. And this comes in at a very affordable price point in comparison to Oops's competitors, and is currently listed on their website at $3,000. We also have a link to a discount code below. Now, while this is a heavy unit at 110 pounds, we've been using it all over the Runaway Ranch because of its convenient handle and wheels, powering our things like power tools, our beer fridge, and tonight, our movie night.
Babe, can we start the movie now?
All right, but first, let's get a pizza.
Good morning, Runaways. It is another stunning day here in Tennessee. Another stunning day here at the Runaway Ranch. A little rain this morning and the sun's just opened up. It's sunny. I think it's supposed to be like 73 degrees today, which is unreal for this time of year. I am loving it. And today we are back into more projects. We got to finish the gate and we're going to do a project I have been waiting to do. The backsplash in the kitchen, in the camper. Getting those two knocked off the list today are going to feel so good. Then going to enjoy the rest of what feels like summer day. So very similar to the flooring project, I did not know what I wanted on this backsplash. So again, going for Southwestern kind of vibe. And we found these babies on Amazon. They're pretty affordable. Again, peel and stick. We actually worked with them in our house back in Chattanooga, I don't even know, 4 years ago. So they're really pretty simple to work with and they're nice and like shiny. And I think it's gonna give this whole place a really cool vibe. And I've been dying to do this, so I'm happy we're finally gonna get done.
So the tiles are going on well. I'm starting over here in the corner with the stove and then extending out and down so that we can see if we want to do the entire backsplash area or just a section of it. But they're going on pretty well so far. The crappy paper cutter that we got to do the floors with isn't really working too well. Making by with the box cutter knife that I have, I swapped the blade out so that's a little bit sharper. I'm not getting the perfect edges I was hoping for, but that's what we're gonna use trim for. We'll fix up any imperfections with a little bit of trim. Going good so far. Let's keep peeling and sticking, baby. Oh my goodness. I probably showed you a little ingenuine positivity before. This job's a pain in the ass. It's going well, like it's looking really nice, but man, like lining up these edges is tough, especially because we don't have perfect edges in the camper, and I'm ripping out some of the old trim so that I can meet an almost perfect edge, and just nothing goes like you want it to, and that paper cutter just not doing what we bought it for, because we bought the cheapest one we could find. So that's on us. But that not working right is really making this tough, but the good thing is, when I step away, it looks pretty good. So that's all that matters.
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life. That's the whole reason I'm doing this job.
How is it going, my love?
You're well aware of how it's gone.
He's a little upset with me because I was very persistent on doing this today, but I'm glad because look at it. It's coming together so well.
I wanted to save it till tomorrow morning when it was cooler. I had a fresh cup of coffee in me.
He's being dramatic.
Brain.
He's doing great.
She was like, get back to building my home.
I want my home, baby. I want my home. It looks so good. I'm loving the vibe that it is giving. Like I said, we are still going to be painting these top cabinets. The bottoms are going to be original. Top cabinets are going to be painted. Do I know what color? No, not yet. Also, the countertops are staying the same. We are just gonna be replacing the sink with a one whole stainless steel sink, which will look a lot better in here. Also, I hate doing dishes with the double sink. It's not my vibe. So that is definitely getting done. Such a great job.
Wow, he is doing such a great job. Just choking me now. That was her. Get back to work.
Get back to work.
All right, so we are back with the gate project. This post is settled in, and that is where we're mounting the hinges to. So we are going to get the gate up on the hinges and then figure out exactly where we want to put the other pole to mount like the lock and the connection into. But we figured that was the best way to do it because this gate is being put in right where our road makes a turn. So we kind of just want to make it aesthetically pleasing from that side. We're gonna get this gate put on and then put in the second post.
But for a reveal,
Yeah.
just take this off so we get full effect. All right, girls, ready? On the count of 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
It looks good!
We're gonna bring this side up just a touch by giving that one turn.
Wow, look at you guys.
Wow!
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's sloped down. We could go 2 turns if need be.
Yep, that's about like a ½ an inch in total, so yeah.
It's our gate!
We got a gate?
We own it!
What's good, the post looks like it's plenty strong, but it didn't look like the post
Oh yeah, the
gave at
post
all.
didn't give.
That one last turn do it?
Yeah, that's
We
good.
level! Woo! We level. Now we just gotta dig another big hole.
So the backsplash is done. It was a little bit of a pain, but it looks great. We still have some painting to do. Just above that line, we're gonna paint that the same color as the walls, but it really gives that kind of vibe and good energy I was looking for.
And the gate's in, we have to figure out our locking system left. That right post still needs to be cut because it's taller, but it looks great. We're really, really happy with it. Next steps with that will just be to kind of extend a little fencing out from those 2 posts so that you can't just simply drive around it, but
It feels good to have the gate up.
yeah, yeah, it's really, really nice. But we're coming up quickly here on Thanksgiving, so I think we just wanted to take a second to talk to y'all about a little bit that we're thankful for this year.
Matt's favorite holiday is actually Thanksgiving, and I think it's mostly just because of the food.
It's because of the food, and I love the simplicity of Thanksgiving. There's not a lot of pressure around gifts and buying things or anything like that. For me, growing up, it was just like a festivity of family and good times and good food, of course. Of course,
good food. Maybe one day we'll have our own turkeys.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Maybe next Thanksgiving when we're talking to you guys, we are doing it with our own turkey.
Yeah, I mean, we have so much to be thankful for this year.
It's been a wild year.
Yeah, one thing that I want to just jump out with is just like the hard work that we've been putting in here, which is awesome because it's been really, really testing to us.
Yes.
And
Physically, mentally,
yeah,
everything.
I mean, between how hard we're working on the property, getting things ready, and how hard we've been working with YouTube, just trying to get really cinematic with some of our shots and our edits, and just
really growing through this whole experience. And
yeah,
actually diving into it full force like we've never done before.
Exactly, and we're starting to be able to get some partnerships that actually allow us to invest more time into creating our content.
And we want to thank you guys, because if you weren't here watching and you weren't here a part of the journey, we wouldn't be here right now. We want to thank our Patreons for coming out and supporting us, and the knowledge that we've received, and just like the endless love and support, because we've never taken on anything like this before. And
yeah,
it really means so much that we have you guys here with us.
Yeah, and that love and support's special because we actually get a lot of negative comments coming through this feed, but something that we share with our friends and family that talk to us about the content that we create. Yes, we get a lot of negative, but there is far more love and far more support.
Completely outweighs the negative.
Yeah, exactly. So we've gotten pretty good at ignoring those and moving on, and just trying our best to focus on channeling the loving energy that a lot of y'all are putting out to us. And lastly, we're just thankful for this land that we get to call our home. It's pretty awesome. We haven't been stationary in quite some time, and even when we were stationary, we kind of lived a life of our enjoyment was getting out of the house and going downtown when we were living in Chattanooga. So being
we don't do that here. We stay on property most of the time.
Exactly. So being able to really be sitting here and just like watching the seasons change, watching the sun get lower in the sky, all of a sudden, wow, there's a light over there. We didn't even know a house was out there in the distance.
Yeah.
It's been pretty special.
It's been amazing, and I'm really thankful that we get to be closer to our family, and we get to be closer to our friends, and be able to share this journey with them and share this property with them as well.
And last but not least, thanks for watching this video, y'all.
Thank you. We love you.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Cheers.